Point number 3, make him feel like a hero. Make him feel like a hero. What does that mean? So many times we live in a culture that women want to get an education. They want to get college education. They want to make 6 figures. They want to be able to just do their own thing. No man is going to want you, because a man needs to be in a position where you need him. That's the next point. Make him feel needed. How can a man, if I I won't use me, but if you take this to average man, if I got with a billionaire, let me just say, let's say I got with a billionaire, what can I do for Oprah Winfrey? I know he's taking, but what can I do for her? I can't do nothing for her. She doesn't need me. You think Stephen, her man, you think he's doing anything for her? No, she's a multi-billionaire. So do you know, women, the more you go up on the social ladder, if you making more money, you got more education, you become things. Do you know that the more you increase, that now you're limiting the pool of men that you can be with? Very few men can actually be your man, because a woman is naturally what? Hypergamy. And actually we got that hypergamy, and we got the definition of hypergamy. Let's put up the definition of hypergamy versus hypopogamy. I hope I'm saying that right. By hypergamy, can you read that? Hypergamy?
Yes, Elder. Hypergamy is the action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background.
So a woman is naturally an hypergamous. She's naturally going to look for somebody equal, but somebody greater than her.
Yeah.
Because in her, believe it or not, as much as these women want to be masculine, I don't care about what the feminist movement say, but women naturally are going to naturally be seeking somebody that is greater than them because of their feminine, because they're women. That's how they're wired. They can't shake it. They're going to want somebody. And so because everybody fell for this trap, because we went to the public food system here, the public schools and all this stuff has got these women educated and starting to make them think they're equal to men and that they can do, we can do it type of mentality. And so now as these women, and a lot of women in my age group, I know women that went to school, women now in my age group are still single because they got an education. I think a lot of colleges are flooded with a lot more women than there are men. And the higher that the woman goes up, now she can't go down. She's gonna have to look for somebody. And now you're looking for the 1%. I mean, literally, this country is becoming, I mean, I don't think it was intended this way, but this country is gonna naturally become a polygamous or polygynous society, because all the educated women, the only available men for them are in the top 1%. So now you got these educated women who are so educated. Guess what happens now? They're all fighting for the cream of the crop. There's only a few of them. So if you get one, guess what? He has the ability to get more. So a woman trying to be educated, I'm not saying you should know how to read, write. Learn how to be a woman. The greatest thing that a woman can be is a mother. This is one thing our shepherd talks about, is that's the greatest, being a mother, providing your man a seed, rearing that seed up in the way they should go. That's the greatest, not getting a bunch of letters behind your name, not getting a whole bunch of a big bank account, is being a mother. That's the greatest thing that you can do in your role, not to be a man. Now let's look up the other word, the opposite.
Hypogamy.
Hypogamy. Thank you.
Hypogamy, the action of
Series had a hard time. Understand? We had a hard time pronouncing about hypogamy. Please read.
Hypogamy, the action of marrying someone of lower social economic class than your own. Hypogamy has been found to be practiced more by men than by women.
So if a man is naturally going to be hypogamy, guess what? They're going to want to look for a woman that they can actually increase their life, make their life better. So when I'm looking for a woman, I'm not looking for a woman. I remember when I was in college, right? And I was in a situation where I was, my teammates, my college, teammates, they were dating these older girls or these girls that they call them sugar mama, right? Does that make sense? Is that a term? I don't know if
Yeah.
I dated myself sugar mama. And so, I was always, I was always good with money, guys. I'm just telling you, I was from a little boy, I was collecting pennies, put in my little 5-gallon jar, those water things. I was just good with money. They called me a miser. They called me this Kabir is cheap, this and that. But guess what? It served me well. It served me well. But I remember towards my senior year, I was messing with this girl, and she was driving a BMW, and she wanted to buy me. I remember she bought me something. I don't know if she bought me some clothes, some pants, shirt. I don't know, but I just remember thinking like this is so odd. Like it didn't even fit. Like it was a turn off. Like I was actually turned off. Like because the guys, they were always struggling. They had a car, and the car would be on E, and they would just pump it. They would turn it, boom, and then ride a little bit again. I mean, these guys were always living on the edge. They were always broke, right? I was just good with money, I didn't have enough money to have a car, so guess what? I didn't have a car. You know what I got? A bicycle. Bicycle requires no gas. It just requires my legs and some energy. So I was just very I budgeted. I was very good with money. So when I decided to take the advice of my teammates and I started messing with this girl, it was a turn off. Like it didn't do anything for me. It was like I didn't even get why guys want to be with women that can provide for them. I want to be the provider. It's just in me. I saw my dad providing. I come from a line of men providing, especially in the polygynous culture, in Nigeria. So that was the mindset. It just seemed odd. It just felt like it was backwards, and so it just didn't work. So, but most men, if he has that masculine spirit, and most men should have that, there should be something in him that says, "I want to take a woman and make her better. I want, just like you see in the Bible, in Ephesians, take her, make sure she's comforted, warm, water her with the word, something that you care for. If a man wants to conquer and make it better. If I get land, I'm not just going to leave the land the way it is. I'm going to take that land and I'm going to do what I need to do to erect buildings and do things and make it better. That's what a man, when he sees a woman, she's like a soil. He wants to make her better. But if she already comes in already fully furnished and everything is there, what is it that he can do? There's nothing for him to do. It's all there. So I could tell. I'll end on this one, on this example here. I remember when the guys came to this community, right? And you remember this, Deacon. The part that was sucked about this community, and there is something that sucked, is that people came here. The community already had living quarters, right? I already built it, right? And one of the things was keeping, like, how do I keep these guys busy? They come here, they want to build, they want to do something. So that's why I think we're doing so good in our businesses, where the brothers can go out there and work. And we got some tree work here. I mean, we have to find work, but we found a way to satisfy the man. Like, what can we do? We want to do something. And so guess what? Going to work, learning how to build for a living, use those skills. We're building skills so that when we do get on the land, that we will be able to do something. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, men naturally want to see something and be better. So women, this is what a women need. I'm gonna let the scripture do this one. So let's go for the first one, John chapter 3, verse 30. This is what women can do in a concrete way.
He must increase.
Actually, did we skip something?
I can go back to it.
Yeah, go to that. Go to the one you have.
Deuteronomy 7:7 verse. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one.
And Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
So listen to this. So look what Yah didn't go and pick. I mean, if you think about how Yah picked Abraham, he didn't go and pick like somebody that was mighty. He didn't take the most powerful nation at that time. He went after a man named Abram. And this man was already in his old age. His woman was already in her old age. They didn't have he had no seed that came from his loins. And Yah says, I'm going to make you great. See, look, Yah saw him and says, okay, and because of Abraham being a good bride, you can learn a lot from him being a good bride, submitted, trust the father. He trusted the father, did what he needed to do, and Yah made Abram a great nation. Now, when you look across the scattered throughout the whole world as the seed of Abraham. Wow. This is a man. I mean, Yah not only took, he takes something. Let me get the most youngest man who's young. Let me get the most youngest woman who's fertile. No, he took an impossible situation because he's that great. He's that great. But he took a situation that most people say is impossible. It was so laughable what he said to Abram that Sarah, his woman, laughed. That's like now I'm going to have the luxury of having a child, and I'm old. They were both old, but not by him, but really more. She was old. What can I do? But Yah took a situation because he wanted to show. That's how men show that they're great. They take something and make it big. That's where our greatness is displayed, in us being able to build, to make things better, And so if a woman already comes, already made, it's going to be hard for him to do what it's hard for him to be a man. He can't be in his masculine role. She's going to feel like, wait a minute, I made the money, so you need to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be tough. That's going to create a imbalance. It's not going to be natural. Read the next thing. So this is what a woman can concretely do. Read John chapter 3, verse 30.
He must increase, but I must decrease.
You guys hear that? This came from John the Baptist. When the bridegroom showed up, Yeshua showed up, and John the Baptist acting like the bride to the bridegroom. Guess what he says? And you got all the people coming. He says, guys, no, he must increase and I must decrease. Women, if you want to show your man you love him, you need to allow him to increase and you need to decrease. That's the right order. Literally, you got to do that. Whatever it takes to get him to increase so that he's greater and you're less. But in our society, the women want to be here or here. And it looks bad because when you up here, women, when you're the head, when you increase and he's decreased, then all it tells us is that your man is a simp. That's what I think. I'm saying, oh, really? Oh, you were the pain. Oh, okay. So your man's a simp. You could take any woman that dominates her relationship. I did this on the airport. I did this on the plane with a woman, right? And she was talking about, oh, you have this business and but it's really me that's running it. Yeah, my husband helps out. She kept on, propping her husband up. And I said, wow. I was so polite. I said it in the most politest way that I can say it. I said, so, well, that's good. I said, in our world, in the man's world, you're married to a simp. And bro, let me ask you this, Deacon. Do you think she wanted to talk to me?
Oh, no, she manifested.
Bro, we sitting in first class. We sitting next to her. Bro, she manifested. And guys, I do have the ability to de-escalate.
Yeah.
So I had to de-escalate. I said, ma'am, I'm glad you told me. I just don't want you to make your husband look bad, but I'm just telling you that, even if you have to fake it and make it seem like he's running the whole show and you still really running the show. But when I hear how you're talking, it makes your husband look like a simp. But guess what? You would think she'll say, yeah, my husband is a simp. See, the best to make her husband look somewhat decent, she had to say, no, we both run it. We both run it. But she even knew in her masculinity that it didn't sound right to say she's the head. It actually made her look bad that she was greater than her husband. So at best, a feminist can do is be equal, because having a weak man makes her look bad. So when a woman is weak, it actually makes her look good when she's decreased, when she's in the lower position. I was shocked because I'm thinking like, man, she was so proud to talk about, oh yeah, I'm the brains behind everything. Yeah, it's really me. And then I told her, well, why don't you allow your husband to take over? She was like, well, he doesn't know what to do. He can't do it without me. He needs me, and she was really panicking. And I'm saying, well, I'm just saying it seems like your husband's a simp. And she didn't like that. I thought she would actually think that was like, for example, if somebody came up, Deacon, let me ask you, I'm gonna test it out on you, Deacon. Can I
Go ahead.
do it? So, Deacon, if I said that, hey man, your woman, man, Sister Evelyn is really weak. How'd that make you feel?
Hallelujah.
See, like it, like it, like it. I mean, like, but if I told you, man, look like Sister Evelyn, she wears the pants in the family. How would that make you feel?
I would be like, I don't know who you're talking about because that's not my wife.
But you,
But yeah, yeah.
but that'll cause a man to be offended.
But
So
as she's
even
weak, I'm strong.
yes, if she's weak, you're strong. But if she's strong, you're weak. You can't have
Exactly.
strong. It's like with that guy. It's like two kings. A kingdom only has one king. If you ever played the game chess, look it up. I'm not making this up. Look this up. Even chess even teaches us that polygyny is the way. I'm just saying, you can have more queens, but you can only have one king. And when that king dies, the game is over.
Boom.
Checkmate.
That's it.
Game over. But you can lose a queen, you can get another queen. You can have 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many pounds you can get down to the other side, you can turn that into a queen. But you can only have one king. You can only have one man of the house. So anyway, women, decrease so that he may increase. You got to do that. That's going to actually make you look more beautiful. It's going to make you look, that will make you better. But if you even equal, I would say it still makes you bad, but that's the best of feminists. Even a feminist woman struggles with being greater because she knows if she's greater than her husband, it makes him look weak. No woman wants to be with a weak man. That makes her look bad. Anyway,
Hallelujah.
we can move on to the next one. I think I digress. How are we doing?
Good.
Okay.
The next one is that bottom point there.
All right. Make him feel appreciated, guys. Make him feel appreciated. Thank him for the things that he's doing. A man needs to know that the things that he's doing is the same. It's kind of close to like praising him, but make him feel that you appreciate the things he's doing for you. But if you are increased, if you're greater than him, how can you really make him feel appreciated? Because you're doing everything. Allow him, learn from him, go to him, do those things to make him be the man he needs to be. So make him feel appreciated.